Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services, and as I speak to all of you all this Monday morning at around about 11 o'clock, markets are holding out with great strength since the beginning of the market at around about 9:15. Before I go any further, let me give you certain levels. On fallback of the exit polls, markets have been exuberant and upbeat. 76,000 is the level, beyond 76,000 is the level on Sensex, gains of about 2,045 odd points. Nifty is up at about 23,160, gains of 625 points. Bank Nifty at 50,490 with gains of 1,500 points. Rupee dollar equation and crude oil, 40 paise strength in the rupee and the level is 83.06. Expect the strength to exhibit even more on rupee side rather than dollar if the numbers on the results tomorrow for the election is possibly in and around the same line what the exit poll is suggesting. And on the NYMEX and on Brent and NYMEX, friends, $80.50 to a barrel is the price of Brent, and NYMEX is trading at about $76.90 to a barrel, exactly in line with the opinion that we had shared last week that Brent should head towards $80 and below that, and NYMEX should head towards $75. So more or less in line with what our expectation is, and it will eventually come over there and possibly even lower. So that's the view on the crude oil prices, that we should head lower. And on rupee dollar equation, 83 and sub 83 strength in the rupee against the dollar can be witnessed, subject to what we are going to see tomorrow. And more importantly, we have also lined up the credit policy. So what are the credit policy is going to tell us? So that's going to be the events to watch out for. Now coming to the markets, the big event. More or less, most of the exit polls are of the opinion that BJP-led NDA government is going to form the government for the third consecutive time. Prime Minister Modi is going to take the swearing-in ceremony. Tomorrow is 4th of June. We are officially going to witness the numbers for the election in form of the results starting tomorrow early morning. What I can say over here, of course, this is not something that I normally say. What I have observed, this is my personal observation, friends, that I am not talking about the numbers of what the exit poll is telling us. I am only talking with respect to the direction of the exit polls over the last many exit polls and elections that we've seen. What I have witnessed, friends, is that the direction of the exit poll and the actual result is more or less the same. When it comes to the number of seats, it will definitely differ. So don't jump into the bandwagon today or tomorrow. If you want to invest from a long-term point of view, my humble request would be that 5th of June, that is Wednesday, will be an appropriate time. From there on onwards, you can possibly draw down a long-term investment strategy and then possibly take a view on the market. Not today and tomorrow because of the uncertainty, and with elections anywhere in the globe, it is very difficult to take a preempt a view. And more so with the Indian election, it is very difficult to preempt any kind of an outcome. So just wait out and take a view on 5th of June, that is Wednesday, and then draw down a strategy. And of course, then after that, after tomorrow, we will talk about various other factors which impact our market. What are going to be those factors which are going to impact our market? So firstly, of course, the global view of the election result from various developed nations, credit rating, etc., etc., etc. The second most important thing that you have to see is, on India VIX, we are below 20 on India VIX, which is a huge positive. We were almost at 24.5, 25, which is currently this morning after the exit poll, we are at below 20 on VIX. So that's a good, huge positive. GDP numbers, friends, we saw on Friday last week. Of course, in this excitement of the exit polls and the election results, Not many people have spoken about it, but just to highlight, for the financial year, GDP growth rate stood at 8.20, which is a very big positive, much better than what the estimates the economics had put on it. And for the fourth quarter last financial year, the GDP growth rate was at 7.80. On both these numbers, there is a huge positivity. So you need to keep this in mind. GST collection for the month of May was again at an all-time high. And it has been creating an history over the last maybe about 3-4 months, the GST collection numbers. Then our focus will be on one of the most important seasons as far as India is concerned, is the monsoon season. The monsoon has already given a knock on in the state of Kerala, and very soon rest of the states are going to witness monsoon, which is bringing a huge relief as far as the hot summer is concerned. So our eyes will be on the monsoon season, and of course on Q1 numbers FY25. We will see a curtain raiser over there also. So the view is, friends, that, and fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how to say this, but ours is the country which witnesses an election throughout the year, whether it is a Gram Panchayat election, whether it is a municipal election, whether it is a state election or an election like this. Throughout the year, some election or the other. So, and like I have been mentioning, that after independence, we have seen many elections. We have seen an election wherein a 12 or 13 party government was formed at the center, and we saw the result of that. And after that, we also saw a government with a huge majority, and we know what has happened after that. So it is going to be interesting to see tomorrow which political party will finally get the voters' thumbs up and will form the government. And numbers is something that we will possibly wait and see tomorrow what it has to say. But there is going to be tremendous amount of opportunity with this kind of an excitement, friends, on the street. I'm not saying that this will stay on for a long time. We might see some profit booking either by the end of the day. I'm quite sure by end of the day we will end up lower than where we are right now at Monday morning 11 o'clock. But tomorrow is going to be extremely choppy. By evening we will have a clarity and expert opinions, and then back to business on Wednesday, that is 5th of June. So we expect the continuation of momentum, policy implementation, etc., and a renewed interest in terms of foreign investments, and foreign investments not only limited to the foreign institutional investors, but also with respect to the foreign direct FDI investment, as we call it, which is rather a long-term durable dollars coming into India. So that's going to be the strategy, and we expect the markets to possibly give in certain gains and then possibly look at fundamentals and then move up north. But yes, the stage is set for a very exciting time going into the future. And like always, we've been advising investors to take that call on investments. Don't try to time the market or find a right price for your investment, because you end up wasting your time and you lose up on the investment opportunity. So with this perspective, and of course, like always, we encourage you and advise two investment ideas. Today we have two interesting themes. One is a mid to large cap private sector bank, and the second one is a building material supply company. So the stock investment idea is IndusInd Bank, a bank which has gone through a lot of difficult times in the past, but has been managed to pull itself out from those difficult times and give certain quarters numbers which look extremely positive and more than the street estimates. So IndusInd Bank is the first investment idea from a long-term point of view. The second one is a company which is into manufacturing ceramic tiles, and the name of the company is Kajaria Ceramics. Friends, there was a time when this particular industry, ceramic tiles industry, used to face a huge competition as far as dumping from China is concerned. To control that situation and to have a level playing field for Indian-based vitrified tiles, ceramic tiles manufacturing companies, government came in and stepped in and put in higher import price and levied anti-dumping duty. By the virtue of that, the boost came into the domestic vitrified ceramic tiles manufacturing companies likes of Kajaria Ceramic. So these are two long-term investment ideas, friends. My humble request is don't try to put all your money at one time. Use a very disciplined approach, put some money at current levels, and then gradually when you get corrections or some kind of lower levels in the market, you can increase your levels. And my humble request is that try to study the fundamentals of these stocks. And now, of course, it goes without saying, these are two fundamental investment ideas from a long-term point of view. These are not BTST ideas or short-term, medium-term ideas. You need to have 12, 16, 18 months plus kind of time horizon if you decisively want to have a very decent return from these investments. Thank you all very much for your patience hearing, and I'll see you again next week. And to all of us, all the very best for tomorrow. Let's see what the election results have to tell us. Bye-bye.